It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon, good morning. Chevy will be here in a second. Send him the links. But we're here to talk about this thing called real estate investing. Strong emphasis on wholesale and real estate. Today's topic, how to use a realtor's greed to wholesale your first or next deal. Guess you say, Yeah, so we'll get into that in a second. Got Tori in here. And like I say, Chevy will be on in just a second so we can start to evaluate your deals, give you a little advice. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to go into this really quick. I just need to edit a document really quick on this to give you some some instructions once we get to the actual title itself, and it'll make a lot more sense. So after signing, so I need to duplicate this. All right, but anyway, so and we got anyone in the
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
Well, Alonzo said, let's get it.
Let me in now. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. You remember that? I'm going to
Deal.
Baby, yo, street in the river, baby, but they didn't let it go.
You know, I just read an article that says that he pays people to go on tour with him.
Oh, Nelly?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's all the artists, he pays them.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Nelly's a real cat, you know.
Trying to fix my camera.
Yeah, I like Nelly. He ain't put out an album in years, though. A lot of artists haven't.
I mean, you got to think that's like 20 years.
Yeah,
it'd be like that.
You just rotate them classics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be like that. But that's definitely a classic, though. Classic.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Flip?
Odabo.
Yeah.
Gumbo.
What
that mean? I know what Odabo means.
What do Agabo mean?
Cause y'all, you know.
Odabo. I picked it up from an episode of Sanford and Son, and Lamont was want to explore his Africanness. So
Sanford and Son, what's that?
Sanford and Son.
Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hey, he been finna be removed.
I am not invited back on the channel ever again.
You done touched a real sore spot, buddy.
Now I'm just fooling with you. I know what Sanford and Son is.
Okay. Anyway, so Lamont, so Fred, anyway, long story short, it was a chick that was a lady that was, that they were following basically. And so Rod, I guess he was trying to date the woman or whatever. But anyway, so when they were about to leave, he told Fred, Odabo, and I guess it means goodbye. So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I use it for all kinds of stuff. People
you just say goodbye when I say what's up.
I know. I just use it for everything because people don't know what it is, So
okay.
Running.
Yeah, you just be somebody say, hey, you just like Odabo.
Yeah.
Wow. What was he trying to impress the chick or something? Like what?
No, he was telling Fred goodbye. She had then taught them how to
speak that language.
Yeah, some of the words and stuff, and
okay.
One had changed his name to oh my God, I can't believe I don't remember. But anyway, Fred wouldn't never say the name right. And so anyway, I'm off. We off track. But how y'all doing?
Oh man, fantastic!
Good. I'm good.
And I finally changed out the smoke detectors.
Okay. Oh, the bar ladder.
You got the ladder?
Yeah. My neighbor across the street. but I called the fire department, and the fire department is like, yeah, we don't even touch those monitors. Like, you need something that's not hardwired, because all the smoke detectors are hardwired. He was like, yeah, we don't do hardwire no more. They gotta be battery operated now. So he was like, we could come out and we can't touch it, but we could put up the smoke detectors, or you could hire an electrician, or you could go do it yourself. So I just went to Home Depot and grabbed, because it's been 10 years, because the house was built in 2014.
Yeah.
So after 10 years, they start malfunctioning. That was what's going on. So I just went and bought a couple packs of at Home Depot. I went in there, I was like, yeah, the fire department said y'all got like a discount or something going. They was like, we don't got nothing like that. You know, I gotta get a discount. They're like, nah, I don't know what you talking about. You gonna pay like everybody else.
Right.
And then there was a sign about the generators. So it was like, if you put gas in your generator, it is not returnable. I started laughing. So yeah, people be scheming, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah.
We got Lawrence Green. I think Ty is editing a document that when he'll go over the realtor's greed and how that process works. But you want to comp this property from Lawrence Green?
Yeah, I got you, Lawrence.
All right.
Country Road 1112, Ashwood Road, Ashwood, Texas.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Ashwood.
Ashwood. That's probably the name, right? It says C112. Possibly.
And now there it is. Is this land, or is it actually a house?
Yeah, that's probably land.
It looked like it said 21 square feet.
Well, he said property, so I guess we just had to find it.
Okay, so it's right here.
See the boonies, huh?
Yeah, that ain't no comps, bro. Ain't no comps. You zoom all the way out. Yeah, ain't no comps.
It's way over there.
Over in Zinger. Ain't no comp. Ain't no comp for that one.
Oh, he's saying it's land.
Let's see.
It says land.
Still ain't no comps. It could be land, it could be an airplane. Ain't nothing being sold in Ashwood, man. What do you do in that situation, Flip? Do you go out to another town?
Give me just a second. Let me see what we got here. No, yeah, remove that boundary. Okay, yeah, you can go out a little bit. Don't just if that property is not on the road. Wait, no, it's got some good stuff in there. Now how big was the lot?
2,100.
Oh, it was an infield lot. Okay, so man, that's really small. Yeah, so oh man, so go in there and change the filter to like 7,500 square feet and less on the on the more, and on the lot side, the under the max, just change that to 7,500 or less. Yeah. So
We're still over here though. This is another city.
Well, yeah, I know the activity in there, so it makes it tough, man.
Yeah, it's another city.
Makes
There's
it.
one right here though.
Where is that? What state is that? Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 79 acres.
79. Oh, then Zillow's pulling up the wrong information then, man.
So okay.
It's 79 acres.
Was it listed?
Well, he said 5 acres, but in the listing, it says that CR 112 Ashwood Road is 79 acres. I'm confused now.
Yeah, pull the listing back up.
It's right here.
Maybe he's
So-
only selling 5 acres.
Is it in that?
We see the
Go-
listing.
Yeah,
Yeah, go down a little bit more.
right there now. Click on see more.
Okay, yeah, right here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's
Yeah.
saying 5 acres though, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So does it identify the parcel? Like in Zillow, if you zoom in a little more, go in the map. Yeah. Go into the map itself.
The map itself.
Yeah, just click
Oh, right
behind.
here.
Yeah, no, click click behind that. You know,
Behind it.
yeah, in the map area. To the
Oh,
right.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so it's in there somewhere, I guess.
It's in this area.
Yeah, it's okay. So it doesn't have a complete address, so we need a parcel ID on it. And
I mean, you could probably pull it up on Landlock on
yeah,
Regrade, right?
Man ID.
yeah. Well, that's not a complete address, so I wouldn't be able to pull it up that way. I wouldn't be able to identify what they're talking about. We'll need a parcel ID on it. Yeah.
You could have a parcel ID and prop string.
Mm-hmm. You can do it that way too.
Phil wants us to go into investor base and see how many land flippers are in Riverside County, California.
Okay, it won't pull like the entire county. It has to. I would have to just pull an address and see what areas are in there. So we can do that. Let me see.
Yeah, I see what you mean by the parcel address here. It's not a clear address because there's 26 different parcels. So yeah, we'll need a specific address for that one, for sure.
All right, so I'm just gonna pull up just a property in Riverside, California, reset filters, and so that's the county there, and we'll pull up an address. Let me just show some land here. Let me just do land. Okay, so let's do one of these here. I don't like the number 13 on that, but let's see. All right. All right, so we're going to do 5 miles. We're going to go back a couple of years, see what we got. It doesn't like that address. Let me see. Didn't like that address. Let me pull another one. Okay, I might like this one. 56 an acre. Interesting. Good, like this address, doesn't like that one either. All right, so let's pull something. Let's pull a house in that area. Let's do that. Let's do this right here. Some bread right there. All right, so it likes that address. All right, so we got a few in here. 13 results. Oh, excuse me. A man paid 1.7 million. That may be a house on that though. Paid 5 million for that 1 acre. That's probably a house on that too. Guess we can look at it. Said just land. Just showing a photo of just land. What lands are you from, sir?
A few people are really liking the title of the video.
I'm sure they did. I worked on it. I was torn between want to wholesale your first or next deal, let the realtor keep 100% commission. I think that's what the other one was. And then I was torn between getting a wholesaler's attention, saying I want to wholesale your first versus how to use realtor's greed to wholesale your first or next deal. So that's what your boy went.
I think when you put that greed in there, it really gives people attention.
Yeah, trigger words. They trigger words. So these are properties that have houses on them. But there is some activity here, just to answer his question. I can go out 10 miles, but really that's not how land is generally sold. Obviously, these people have bought for one reason or another, and it wouldn't hurt.
Oh, he did mention he wanted to pass 6 months, but with land, I mean, you want to go that close? I don't know.
But he said the last 6 months. Well, yeah, investor base will only do a year, so I could do a year. So that was 66 results. Okay. So that reduced it down to 32 results, right? In that general area where the address that I targeted, which is supposed to be a 10-mile radius or whatever, which is a decent size radius. So it will do it. But again, I'm just telling you, it's really not how it's done with land. It's just not, again, you'll find people that'll buy or whatever. Now, infill lots, you can find more active buyers that buy often in a particular area, but it's still going to be a lot different than what we're used to with houses. That's why the one advantage houses has over land is the speed of a house, whereas with land, you should look, if it's not an infill lot, for a couple of months, so.
Okay.
Yeah. But just wanted to show, just to feed his beast. Oh, I went to another place and got another beef patty the other day. It was a little better than the first one. The first one was supposed to have been an actual Jamaican place. Seemed like the beef was wet. I guess the way they have it seasoned or whatever, but the other one, it was more dry. I preferred the other one. Their crust was better too. So.
You said the beef was wet?
It seemed wet, like.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, so but the other one didn't. It was more like taco style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
sort of dry. But I preferred that one though. The one.
Yeah, and it's normal, man. I mean, you are American. I can't act, but
yeah. So
I gotta take you to Jamaica, bro. We're gonna go to Jamaica, man. You're gonna be good. next summer we're going to Jamaica.
Next summer.
Next summer we're gonna go to Jamaica. We're gonna run up the 100 grand band and we're gonna go to Jamaica, man. That's how we're going. Send us some deals. Let's go, man.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the title real quick. Okay. So it's how to use a realtor's greed to wholesale your first or next deal. All right. So first of all, the term is the title is the title, right? So at the end of the day, the agent wants to know how they're gonna make their money.
Always.
And the faster the better. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know I use the term greed, but we all have levels of greed, right? I use that as just a trigger to get people to, say, oh, what is this? So here we are. So agents, if you didn't know that it's a commission-based payment system for the most part. They'll do flat fees or whatever, but for the most part, it's a commission-based pay structure on them either helping someone to sell a property or helping someone to buy a property. First of all, do we have any realtors in the comments? I'll have a reason for that. If we have any realtors that's watching this right now, please let me know, because so the greed part of it becomes in. So understanding in the residential world of real estate, and I would love to know what those percentages are, and I'm pretty sure the Association of Realtors has the data on it. And I wanted to chat. No, let me ask that real quick before I even say what I'm going to say. So let's see here.
See what ChatGPT.
What percentage of residential real estate deals that are listed that in states that will allow dual agencies or dual double dipping, as they call it? What percentage of properties that are listed that the listing agent also finds the buyer for that property also? Is that data available anywhere online?
The data you're asking about, specifically the percentage of real estate deals where the listing agent also represents the buyer, dual agency, or double dipping, isn't typically centralized or easy to find publicly. However, some real estate organizations, MLS services, or industry reports may track trends in dual agency transactions in certain regions or states. Here are a few ways you might be able to find this data.
Well,
1, MLS report.
That ain't what I want to know. All right, so I'm again, it's out there somewhere. Somebody may already know the answer, but from my understanding and my dealings over the years, in most cases, they're dependent on another agent to bring them a deal, right? I mean, bring them a buyer. I listed it, another agent brings a buyer. Okay, so now we'll just use the number of 6%, which is a normal percentage. That's all negotiable, especially now. Well, it's always been, but so I'm not going to get the full 6%. So if a house, we'll just use some easy numbers for easy math purposes. I can do it in my head quickly. If a house is listed for $100,000 and it's going to sell for that $100,000, 6% is $6,000. But if another agent brings the buyer to the table, that means now the listing agent, the one that actually listed the property with the seller, they're only going to make, why is it not?
$3,000.
I'm wondering why my thing is nuts. Why is it not?
Doing what?
You're right.
We could see you.
Yeah, I know y'all can see me, but my little oh, I know what it is. Okay, so that's funny. So the listing agent is only going to make $3,000, and then they still gonna have to fill the broker if they're not the broker.
Right.
But we won't get in that part of it. Okay, so $3,000. Okay, so how does that work to your advantage in states that allow double dipping? And what double dipping means is that the selling agent can represent both sides, the seller and the buyer. So now it gives them an opportunity, if they list the property and can bring a buyer to the table to close, they keep all 6% of that, right? That's a beautiful thing for them. So now 6,000 sounds a lot better than 3,000.
All day, every day.
Right? Okay, so how does that work for you? So if you're going to target a property that's listed, there's other factors that go into it, but this is number one. You want to get the agent's attention, right? By letting them know how much they're going to make. And I've been knowing this. And so, technology makes things so simple for people, to get where you want it to go. I've been over the last few days just putting offers together. People have been sending leads based on the video with the houses and land or whatever, right? And so I thought I need to do something where it's really simple. I can just knock it out really quick and send them over a link. and they can pass that link along to the agent, and they either accept it, counter it, or whatever they're going to do, ignore it, however they want to do it. So now this is going to be a little different than what I put out for that, because it's more simplified. The offer is different on the land and the houses because of what we're trying to do. But so what I did is just create a simple Google Doc, which you can share a link. So that makes it easy for you to present the actual offer. So here's just the blank template, right? Okay. And so obviously you got the price here that you're going to offer, but next is the agent's commission. It shouldn't be down payment because that's not going to be a down payment. But the agent's commission, right? And you want to identify that immediately on how much bread they could potentially make. Now you won't have an idea what their percentages are, but they know. So they'll be able to do the math. But the verbiage here, I think I changed it the way it fits here. Let me see. So the seller's agent commission will be paid from the transaction proceeds at closing, i.e., meaning example, the agent's commission is blank percentage, which totals whatever the number is, will be deducted from the sale. If the state regulations allow dual agency, the buyer consents to the agent representing both buyer and the seller, right? So you're letting them know off the top that you're okay with them representing you. You're not bringing your own agent to the table to split the commission. They have to split the commission. They can keep it all. Aha. Okay, then you get to the earnest money part of it and the due diligence and the close of escrow. So how does that actually look filled out? So 100,000, right? We got 6%. Again, you said it's an example. Hell, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's $6,000, right? And then the rest of it, and then the earnest money deposit, close date, and the due diligence period, all negotiable. But I just put it out basically not quite 45 days from today as a closing date. And you probably want to do less than that, probably like 21, and then like 7 days, 7-day due diligence or whatever, and earnest money deposit 3 business days after parties have signed, or however you want to do it. All this stuff is negotiable. I'm just giving you a template, but the most important part of this, based on the title, is how to use agent's greed to help wholesale your first or next house or deal or whatever. So now there's more to it than this. I'm just focusing on the title that I put in front of you today. Is you got to get their attention on that first, because if you're targeting listed properties, let's just go to one. Of course, this is ridiculous here, but just assuming. All right. Now, if you're targeting listed properties, even if you have it under contract, this for sale up here is going to turn to pending, but the listing is still going to be live. And so the agent's information is here. So number one, whenever you have your conversation with your buyers, right? And this is not going to be a situation where you're going to really advertise this or post it places. You're going to have to reach out to buyers directly to see if they're open to even working with you on it, right? And you say, hey, you're going to Google it. You're going to pull up, you're going to see 1.895. I'm selling it to you for 1.25, right? You're like, oh, shit, what would I need to do? All right, now, again, there's always a possibility of some blow up going up here, because I just got a call right now where a buyer trying to circumvent us or whatever, but the seller, that's where report comes in to play. The seller was like, what's going on? I don't want to deal with those guys, blah, blah, blah. They still want to deal with us, but, they don't want to deal with, those buyers because they're trying to backdoor the deal or whatever. So that's going to happen. I don't care what you do. It's going to happen occasionally. Right. And so, but anyway, that's the main thing. Again, I don't want to get into the whole thing. I'll do something later on that. The main thing is I wanted to tackle the topic on one of the first things you must do outside of doing your due diligence on what you're going to offer is you got to get that agent's attention on how they're going to make their money. Now, if you're going to, and the next most important thing I think is obviously you want to see where buyers are buying. Let me get out out of here real quick. I'm gonna scroll over to the LA area, and let's just pull up something. We'll just pull up this address right here. So they're asking 950. All right, and also you're not gonna target properties that look like this, guys. Well, it always amazes me when people send us this, even when we're doing this, and you target stuff that looks like this. It don't work that way, man. It just anything is possible, but the lottery is too. That's basically what will be happening. You know, you got to target stuff that it may be livable for sure, but definitely needs work. Not nothing like this, man. But I'm gonna use it for the sake of what I'm trying to do right now. It's just to pull up some properties in that area. So hope YouTube don't trip on us on the what's the name. So let me go 1 mile and let's do houses instead of land. And let's see how much activity we have in here. So we got a decent amount of activity in here. Looks like more landlords in here, which is interesting. Okay, didn't feel anything there. That's real interesting. Let me go back 2 years on this. There may not be a whole lot of. Yeah, okay. I probably need to go out a little distance too. Let's do that also. I don't know why I just do it a mile. Okay, there we go. So these buyers are buying in that area. So we got 85 results. Okay, so obviously these will be individuals that you would want to reach out to if you're going to go down that lane of targeting properties that are listed, because you want to literally have that conversation with them. If you find a deal or you negotiate a deal significantly less than what's listed for, would they be interested? Some people won't be, some people they just won't. So just keep that in mind. So there you go. Whatever.
But I think one of the points is you need a significant discount.
Oh yeah, it has to be significant. Like let me go back to what I was just showing y'all guys. What did I have up? Was it this one? Yeah. So significant. Now again, well, you can play that game and offers are free. So a significant discount is not going from 950 to 900. That's not a significant discount. I'm assuming this is retail for this property, right? Significant discount would be 30% off this number. If you don't know what that is, that's going to be around 600 and some change, right? So that's a significant discount. If you can accomplish that on a property that's totally renovated and the seller is interested in that, okay, then yeah, you got yourself something, especially in a dollar. See, the price point matters too. Now this property is getting a lot of views. Now this is a densely populated area, but it's still getting 182 views per day, right? So that may just be normal, more so because it's so densely populated or whatever. But still, it's getting some activity, decent save rate. But yeah, if you get this from, just to do the math on it real quick, let me throw my calculator up here. Come up, calculator. What is wrong with you? Why don't you show yourself? Okay, there you go. All right, so 950, and I'm just using 70%. It may be higher, but I'm just using that. 70%. Yeah, if you get them to 665, you got yourself something. You might peel you off 40 or 50 in a market, like maybe more than that in a market in there, maybe close to 100. You got yourself something. But going from 900 to 950, that ain't nothing. Anything in the eights ain't gonna be nothing. That's still full price for a cash buyer. That's still full price. That's some weird stuff happens in a market like LA, Southern California now. There's some weird stuff happen, but still on, just for the sake of me explaining this, you'd be amazed at the number of people send me over what they consider a discount. You don't know. At the end of the day, you don't know. I don't know everything by no means. Don't I look like I don't know everything? So, but yeah, just wanted to put that out there and answer the title, at least that part of it. How to use a realtor's greed to wholesale your first or next deal. You gotta let them know how they're gonna make their bread, especially if you're in a dual. Most states are dual agency states where they can double dip. Most states are, from my understanding. It was only like I don't know if it was correct, only showed 6 of them that were not, but Texas and Florida was in that number. So I reached out to somebody. That's why I'm asking, are there any agents here on there? And I know I'd have a decent following in Texas. They said that you could in Texas. So I don't know if somebody can verify or say that's correct, that you can or can't. So
That's like we had a deal, and the realtor was like, "Hey, would you?" It was an off market deal, of course, right? And realtor, he's an investor. He bought from me as well, but he wanted to get it from one of his clients. So it's like, "Hey, man, can you go down to XYZ?" I was like, "Why are we going so low?" He's like, "Oh, I just want to make my commission like 2,500." I was like, "Dude, you bring the buyer to the table, bro. I'll pay you $5,000." Like,
they you know what I'm saying, they don't get it, man. If realtors would bring wholesaler deals like that because they don't know what they're doing to acquire buyers, yeah, you make more than what you would normally make. Even just off of volume, you're gonna make more than what you normally make, just off volume. But normally you're gonna make more, period.
oh yeah, for sure. Cause they so stuck on that 6% that they don't even understand, bro.
Yeah.
Like, in this world, that 6% don't even exist. I remember when I was doing a deal with a newer investor, and he was like, "Chevy, you making more money than a realtor make, man. Like, this is a $90,000 property, and you making 15,000." I was like, "Yeah, cause I got a skill set. I work hard for this."
Hey, speaking of that, this guy called me yesterday, right? And he was just, found my number. It's not hard to find the numbers everywhere. And so he was calling me about coaching, but he just wanted to share with me, how he found out about me. So he's a car salesman. And a dude came in, and a dude came in and he was buying a truck. It was $100K. And he was like, "Man, what, he said, we're just talking to customers, like, well, what do you do for a living?" He said, "I wholesale real estate." He said, "What? You do what?" He said, "I wholesale real estate." He said, "What is that?" And so the dude just went in great detail, and he had I guess he had the folder or deal he just picked up. It was a fire damaged property. He paid, he got it on a contract for $8,000, wholesaler for 41, right? And he's like, "What is this?" Like he said, he just couldn't focus on putting the deal together on the car. He's like, what is this?
Right.
And he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "How do I get the?" So he started trying to break it down to him or whatever. He said, but he would, it's hard to understand. You don't know nothing about real estate. He said, "I tell you what." He put up my information. He was like, "Just look, this guy. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know." That ain't really the story. So what he did was he started looking at some of the testimonials. Like maybe you and your wife, Chevy, and just different people and stuff. He said, "Yeah, those are good, but I need to know what, I really need to know." You know what I'm saying? So he went all the way back to like my first videos and started watching them. He said in like a week, they say less than, did he say, he said a week, he had to watched over 100 videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I said, hey, I was just too impressed, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he had to watch 100 videos, and he started telling me stuff, man. I just forgot about the way I was doing stuff. He said I started. He said, "Don't hold me to this, but I think you started using the term flip man maybe like 49 or 50 videos in." Because
he went way back.
Yeah, he went way back. He said he felt he needed to go back and see the old stuff, even though he watched some of the new stuff initially, but he sees a lot of it still the same. It's just, the technology and camera and audio.
Right.
And stuff.
Yeah, just the content increased. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, I was just too blind. I said, man, he said he really been in sales all his life. I said, man, this ain't gonna be nothing for you. I don't want to make it seem like it's gonna be easy. But if you've been in sales all your life, anybody, oh my, you gonna crush it. I said, because technically it is sales, but it ain't, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not because you are, well, I guess whenever somebody sell you a piece of real estate at a discount, you are selling them in a sense. But sometimes they just give you a price off the top. You ain't said nothing, but hey, They say, do you all buy houses? Yes, I got a house for sale. You take the information, how much you want for it? Boom. The price worked. You ain't sold them nothing. You ain't giving them collecting information. And it worked, the number work off the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to, work and build rapport like you're doing with any sales. I say, but man, you gonna crush it, man. You already gonna crush it because you putting the work in to educate yourself to crush it.
Yep.
That's what most people miss.
Yeah,
He gonna crush it just because he already shown that in a week he's watched 100 videos. Yeah. Oh man, I was like, oh wow.
And I love you and all, but
I knew he knew what he was talking about just by the stuff he was telling me that I forgot I had to say. But I knew I said it once he brought it up.
So he watching for real. Yeah.
And Ty, I think I'm probably on like 30. I ain't even hit that many videos, man.
Oh,
you just jumped in.
I just jumped in. My start of the videos, your videos was when you was on your bed doing your videos.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh wow!
But see those early videos, there was really more training than the newer stuff. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was more training than the newer stuff.
And
so but yeah, so man, I see somebody that put that much work in on educating himself. He really already know what to do. If he's that deep in, he already know what to do. He just sort of he was surprised I answered the phone, and I said, you're gonna be okay, man. I said, so he wanted to do bandit signs, and I told him, I said, yeah, bandit signs they will work or whatever. I was trying to tell him about something, but he does sell cars, so he said, man, when you're selling these cars, man, in order to make decent money, you literally got to give up your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to be on that lot in order to, when the people come on the lot,
to make it work,
to make it work or whatever. So I said, well, yeah, bandit sign is gonna probably be best for you because once you put the work in them, actually putting them out. Say he had 3 grown kids, or whatever, and they were gonna work with them on it. And so I said,
put them signs out for them.
Yeah. I said, man, you're gonna be all right, man. I said, you done put that work in on educating yourself, and then you match that sales experience with it, you're gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal, man. Because really, what I've discovered is that in real estate, you need just a good work ethic, the education factor, and just really dialing in and just taking action, man. Like that's really because coming from a sales industry and knowing how to talk to people, that gave me an advantage because I just really had to work really hard and mess up a tons of time for me to fully understand what I was doing. And a lot of times people are scared to take risks. Like they'll mess up once and they're like, this ain't for me. And that's it, they stayed out. Rather than just fail until you succeed. That's it. I mean, Michael Jordan took 1,000 shots before, there's a great the Kobe's, the freaking LeBrons, all these different people, they didn't start out great. They had to start somewhere though. And it takes this good work ethic, man. I think in real estate, as long as you have a good work ethic, all the rest is gonna follow, man. Hands down.
I wonder if that guy that referred him would want to do an interview because he was there buying $100,000 truck, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he knew his name. We didn't really talk about it in that way, but he was.
I mean, obviously, with somebody that follow you, though, so he probably will see this video. So, hey, whoever bought that truck at that dealership, come on the line.
His first name was Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby.
Bobby. Hey, if y'all know Bobby, tell Bobby to come on the channel.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Kansas City, Missouri, Bobby. Come on through. You put a property on a contract for $9,000 and sold it back for 41. That means that you made a 30,000 plus assignment. You made more money than the seller did.
Yeah.
Crazy. And that's the beauty of real estate, because in real estate, that one payday can set you to where you're good for a minute, and now you really get to really dive in and really focus on the matter of hand, which is really being consistent when it comes to talking to sellers, putting the property on the contract, being able to dispo it, finding buyers, getting to the closing table, collect you some assignment fees, right? And that's why when Ty's like, hey, do you want to make money fast or you want to make money or you want big paydays? Because really in wholesaling, when it comes to wholesaling houses, you'll make money fast. But then when it comes to big paydays, that's where the land and the self storage is going to come in play. But there's all different parts of real estate that you could dive in and really change your situation. But it's just about the level of focusing. How willing are you to commit to really being good at what you're doing? How hard can you work for yourself compared to when you're going out there busting your ass for somebody else? That's really what it's about. All right, I'm done. We could just end this. We could just end it
that's
right
all we need. That's all we needed. Oh, okay. All right.
We done. we 45 minutes in already. Wow.
But am I right though, Tyler?
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course. Yeah, most definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, Dabo.
I was watching the debate last night, man. And the moderator was like, he said to Tim Walsh, he was like, I could see that you're very passionate about this stuff. That's me, bro. I'm so passionate about this game, bro. It changed the whole situation.
Well, yeah, that's what I felt from the gentleman yesterday, man. And he was just it was like this gonna change my life. He was 40. He's 40. Let me see. Did he say 40? 40 something. He said it's gonna change my family life, man. I got 3 grown kids and 3 kids under, that are,
Oh yeah.
Below being grown, I guess, whatever. And so he said, I want to teach this to them. I said, well, that part of it you could do. That ain't gonna make. Don't mean they gonna do it, but you've done your part.
Yeah, at least by giving them the information.
Yeah, at least they know whether they do it or not or whatever.
Yeah.
But I said, man, I'm just impressed on what you say, what the steps you've taken. So that's where I was. I don't say you have to be that way or whatever, but in most cases, the people that are that way, it's going to happen for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he put the work in to understand what he needs to do first. It's already difficult enough, and it becomes more difficult when you don't know what to do, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but he putting the work in to make it happen, man. I said, and then that sales experience, I said, this ain't gonna be nothing, man.
I mean, for me, man, it was more my wife had to push me into this game, bro.
Yeah.
Like she had to push me like, here goes some video. Watch this video. Watch this guy. What? Like I was so adamant and so focused on what I was doing that I couldn't even see nothing else, bro. I could not see nothing else. And then she was like, the Fire Stick is coming out. And she was, because DirecTV.
Oh, that's right.
Satellite.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, yo, it's gonna put DirecTV out of business. I was like, I'm gonna keep on slinging these satellites until they do.
Yeah,
and we gotta find something else. And she introduced me to the young lady in her city, and then I wound up watching one of your videos. This is Tyrone Taylor. Hi, my name is Tyrone Taylor.
Hell no, boy. Oh wow. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, my name is Tyrone Taylor, and I have over 100 plus videos by the time you're watching this. So, I'm very appreciative, bro. Like
that was the beginning of the video. This is Tyrone.
For real. Because you so given that. Like some people randomly text you and you answer the questions with no real all right, let me get money on this. No, it's just, hey man, here you go. You point people in the right direction, man, and I appreciate that. That's so crazy because that's what changed my life for sure. Because my first deal that I did was my first deal that I did by myself was actually the first deal I was going to do fell apart. That's how crazy it is. And I could have just thrown in the towel and be like, man, this don't work. This is BS. But no, bro, we kept on pushing because you got to have that resiliency. You got to have that persistency when you want something different. You want something new, man. You can't you try something and it doesn't work, so you're going to give up. No, you try again. Fail until you find success. Yeah. That's it.
Dave Darton on Facebook is asking, hello, question. If I have the lot number to land that's for sale, can you get the address that way? You can answer the question, but she did put the address in, so I was going to go back to her when I get to her on the other thing. But if you want to answer the question.
You said a lot number.
Lot number? I don't think you can.
No.
You need a parcel or the address?
Yeah, parcel or the address.
Or the seller's information, the owner.
Or an associated address with the seller. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You can pull it up for sure.
Fame God saying, get my first deal on the contract today, doing seller financing on it with no money down.
Love it. Let's get it.
Boom, let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Let us know if you need some paperwork, man. We got you.
Thank God.
You gotta speak on your deal that you closed out of Meridian, man. How that came about.
Who talking about me?
Yeah. Is that your first creative deal?
No.
Okay. All right.
You say how it came about?
It was just a different situation, though.
Yeah. It's I don't like normally put my personal stuff out there, but somebody I know very well. You know what I'm saying? They live close by this person. They knew the situation, so and it was a pre-foreclosure. You know what I'm saying?
In another state, right?
Yeah, but I don't even consider Mississippi another state because all my mama folks are from there. You know what I'm saying? Like a large portion of my life has been in Mississippi or whatever. Yeah, so and
I've never been to Mississippi.
Yeah, and so so I don't even it's 2 hours from here, but where I live now, but where my mom and them live is 20 minutes.
Right.
So like I said, all her folks are. I was born in Mississippi, so that's because that was the nearest hospital that delivered babies or whatever, Wayne County Regional General Hospital, whatever it's called, and it's still there now. So
how you wind up in Alabama?
That's all my daddy's side of his fault, So she moved. When she got married, it's border. We're on the border.
It was right there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so all the Taylors are in Alabama or whatever. So,
you chose to go to school there, right?
Where?
Alabama.
No, we lived in Alabama. That's why I grew up in Alabama. But the Mississippi line, it's similar to like Memphis and
tri-state, like the tri-state,
Horn Lake and all them places. It's similar to that. Actually, that's closer though. That's closer. But it's like if we want to go, if you want to go beyond Dollar General, we have to go to Mississippi to shop. That's the closest place to shop of any significance. A Walmart. Let me just say a Walmart.
Okay.
So that's the next closest town with a Walmart. So it's basically 30 minutes.
Okay.
But again, that's where all my mama folks are from, the state of Mississippi or whatever. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Fame God said he spoke to a broker in Ohio, said they double dip all the time. So
yeah. So, some agents, yeah.
I mean, not all realtors are created equal, man. So you're gonna have realtors that are investor friendly, and then realtors that shy away from the idea of working with an investor, especially working with an investor that do assignment of contracts.
Yeah.
So you just got to be mindful of that. That there's going to be people that's going to be rah in your corner, and then there's going to be people that's going to be like, "Now I got to take you down."
Yeah, a lot.
So you got to know who you're dealing with.
A lot of ignorance out there, man.
Oh yeah, you got to know who you're dealing with. So yeah.
Dave Darden, this is the address she put in. She said it's 0.88 square feet, asking $65K of land.
Is that 0.88 acres or square feet?
It should be acres.
Yeah, 217.
65.
217 Sycamore.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. 217 Sycamore, 217 Sycamore.
In Hillsboro, Texas.
She's saying Candyman.
Oh. Was that from a movie?
Yeah.
You never seen Candyman?
I've never seen the Candymans before.
What?
Legendary movie.
Yeah. Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Even the new one is better though.
Yep. Yep.
Really?
Even the new one's good.
What is it about? What is it about?
You got to
It's
see
just,
it.
it's just a remake
What is it about?
from the old version, but just
I've never seen the old one. So what is it about?
It's a horror movie. It's a
Oh, okay, okay. What's good about it? What's the hard thing? What's the
a dude was accused of doing something in his neighborhood, so all the white people came and burned him alive. Oh no, that's Freddie.
say? I think I heard that one.
It's something like that, though.
That's Freddie.
The people in his neighborhood killed him. You were going right because it's something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not totally off.
Not totally off. Let's see what's sold in here. We got a few things up in here that didn't sold. It's gonna be should be able to figure something out here then. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the last 12 months.
0.88 acres.
Okay. Ooh, took a little bit, but that's cool. We'll go all the way up here though. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
And Jermaine Remy is saying he's active duty now and trying to get back going into wholesaling.
Active duty in the military?
Yeah, in the military.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so okay, so how big was this? This was 0.25. This was a half an acre. So that's sold at $60 an acre. That's 0.15, can't use that. Okay, this 0.77 is like a realization of what we got going, right? That's close to our size.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're at 58, and then that 0.5, we're at 60. So that's where we're gonna probably be somewhere in there, right? So ours is a little bigger, so I'm gonna probably say like 55. Let me see. Am I doing that right? Let me see.
It was 44.
Yeah, so yeah, that's about right. Yeah. So what we would do is, so now I'm gonna say probably 55,000 per acre, right? So I multiply that times that 88. So they give us about 48. So they would say 65. They want 65.
They want 65. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to be like half, 40% of this number, right? So I want to be at
like 25.
About 20.
19. Yeah. About 20.
20.
Get you somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I want to be.
And what about the cocoa bread? Rashad Saunders. What's that? Cocoa bread.
You gotta eat the beef patty with the cocoa bread. I told y'all that, man. You gotta eat the beef patty with the cocoa bread, bro.
Well, don't the beef pat already got the crust thing going, and we gonna still eat it with cocoa bread?
Still gonna need to eat it with.
How many calories that do?
I don't know. We don't count calories in Jamaica, man.
You are not eating this for health, okay?
I was already.
About calories, you should not be no beef patty.
Hey, look here, that's what I'm finna say. I was already feeling just horrible Sunday when I was eating it. You know what I'm saying?
You should not be no beef patty.
It was tasting good.
If you count the calories, beef patty is not it, bro.
Hey, I was just so off track, man. And then the place I went, I had to get an order. I don't know if y'all know this about me. If I was on death row, God forbid if I ever did something so heinous to even go to jail, period, but definitely death row. But I don't know if they just true or not, a last meal or whatever, but if I had a last meal, this is what's on my meal. And I'm assuming they're going to have it prepared the way you want. I hope it ain't the prison food or whatever. But
it's your last meal, so they're going to prepare what you want.
They're going to go an extra mile for you, boy.
Yeah, okay. It's your last meal.
So some fresh French fries. Now I'm not sure. I can just go with some good Orida, the crinkles. You know what I'm saying? The long cut. You know what I'm saying? Fresh now. Ain't nothing like hey, boy, you want to mess up a meal? Fresh French fries.
Okay.
From whole whiting, right?
Okay.
From whole whiting, right? Right. And but okay, so hey, boy, that's a torn. I guess I can eat all this because I just be tasting everything, can't I? So and then I want some
a smorgasbord.
I don't even. My mom, she don't do any cooking now, but some biscuits and some Alaga syrup. If y'all anybody know about it. I can go with cane patch, but I prefer Alaga syrup. Right?
Is it Delta syrup? Is that what that is? Delta.
Delta. I can go with Delta too. I can go with that. But the lane gonna be Alaga first. Anybody out there know? They know. I can go with cane patch or Delta. I guess you know. And then I love chocolate. So that's gonna be so. As you notice, none of that is healthy for you. Like,
you say like
diabetes to serious heart condition.
This your last supper, man.
It ain't gonna matter anyway, is it? It ain't gonna matter.
What's gonna be your drink of choice?
Well, I drink a lot. It ain't no big deal about that. You know what I'm saying? But if I just had to, because I technically like it. In my mind, I need something to cut that grease if I'm gonna do some fries and the fish. So I need to burp. So Coke or Sprite. I can drink any type of drink. It doesn't matter about me. As long as it ain't diet, I'll drink any kind of drink or whatever. So
it's not diet.
It don't matter. You put Coke and Pepsi in front, I can't tell you the difference. You know what I'm saying?
You can get that whiting grilled though, like a blackened. You ain't got to go fried.
No. I don't even want it if I got to get it grilled. I don't even want it. I don't even want it. I'll do another type of grilled fish, but not whiting.
Because you don't eat like that now anyway. So
no. You know what I'm saying? So I ate that beef patty Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So
why did you go back for why you try something?
Well, because I found out that they like these places are walking distance from me, literally.
Oh, okay.
And so not that I walked up there, but so I just wanted to just test it just to see. Because one of the days that I'm just letting loose, I don't care what I don't really care. I may do that again. Yes, it's cool. I would like to see like a version that you do to see if it's better or whatever to measure something. But the second one was better than the first one to me, so.
You said it was more like a taco.
I don't know if I put it. Yeah, I guess if you want to compare, I guess it would be that. Do they do them with different stuff inside of them? Like
they do. There's vegan beef patty. There's chicken.
No. I mean, like in the beef patty, do they do like additional stuff? You can get like I don't know, like they prepare them different. They may add vegetables in their beef patty. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm saying, do they or just be the beef? It don't ever be anything.
No, there's different type of pocket. There's different types.
Okay, so it's basically a hot pocket, basically, isn't it?
Pretty much. That's with a golden crust.
Okay, yeah,
homemade hot pocket.
Yeah,
hey, y'all stop disrespecting my country's go to, man. That's our best appetizer. Now y'all water it down. It's a taco. It's hot pocket. Y'all stop, please.
All right. About Hispanic brothers and sisters may be insulted that you're comparing a beef patty to a taco.
That's the pot called the cattle black, right?
Yeah. They may be insulted. Hey, I might call it some watered down crackling bread. So you probably don't know what that is. You don't know what that is, do you?
No, I don't.
Crackling bread?
What is it?
No. Is it like hot water cornbread?
I don't know what's inside of hot water cornbread.
I don't know what's put in it, but I know it's called hot water.
Oh no, but who knows what crackling bread is? That's all I'm gonna say. Let the audience explain to it.
I'm at to ask Chat GPT or something.
No. Somebody gonna tell you.
Crackling bread?
Crackling bread.
Is it a dessert?
No. Well, I want somebody to tell you. He up there Googling. He ain't gonna do right, is he?
No, I'm not.
GPT know everything.
Well, read it out, sir. Let me let ChatGPT. Hold on. Let me let ChatGPT read.
Okay, go ahead, because I was going to read it.
I just want to see how it looks.
Okay. All right. If you had to explain to someone what crackling bread is, could you explain that with fifth grade readability?
Fried bacon.
Sure. Crackling bread is a type of cornbread that has small, crispy bits of pork fat called cracklings mixed into the batter. When you bake it, the bread gets a nice crunchy texture from the cracklings. It's a tasty and savory version of regular cornbread, often eaten in the South.
There you go.
So that's cornbread with bacon in it?
Well, it ain't really. Crackling is not technically like bacon. So you know how you have well, you know what let me see. You know what skins are? You know, like
pork skins,
pork rinds, yeah.
Okay, so you have the pork rinds, and then you have the hard part. But sometimes it'll be big enough that'll have that little soft part.
Yeah,
that's crackling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because Rashawn said it's crackling inside of cornbread.
Yeah,
and then Stephen Vaughn said cornbread with pork rinds made in it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So you like that?
Oh wow! Oh my God, that's good.
I've never heard of it.
That's what they used to. You don't eat that type of stuff no more, though.
No, I don't. But you know, you can catch me right.
Yeah.
That ain't hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
Look, when you eat healthy, then you can do that.
That's what. When I was younger, and just in the when I was younger, I just say that would just tell a young lady, I'm gonna catch you right. So they can catch me right on, I'll do something food wise. I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
It's understood. You catch me right.
Brenda Kane wants a property examined. It's in Yucca Valley, California.
I think they pronounce it Yucca.
Yucca. Is it what is it? Yucca?
I think it's Yucca.
Yucca?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
can see that. Yucca.
Let's see what it look like.
Yeah. On you, Playboy.
Hold up, put it back up again. Let me see if I can see it.
Boom.
Oh, there it is. Oh man, we like 50 comments.
I know. We've been going
Hey man, I can't. Y'all folks keep getting me off track. Don't be telling me no stuff. Y'all know I'll get loose.
We like 50 conversations. Wow.
You popping them in as we go, but But I think it shows people that this is real.
Yeah, y'all know I'll get loose, man.
Remember, dude from Atlanta was like, "Is this live?" We're just talking. We're just talking, boy. All right, let's see what this looks like. So that's gonna be Golden Bear B. That's on right here. Let's reset these filters. Okay, there we go.
All right. While he pulling that up, let me see.
What happened?
Man, it's like family businesses. A couple of restaurants here in Birmingham that I used to frequent, and this one of those. And a lot of this, they say in the next 10 to 15 years, going to be the largest wealth transfer in human history, basically, in the U.S. anyway. Because a lot of the baby boomers, they own so much stuff from real estate to businesses, and their kids don't own it, right? Mm-hmm. And so a perfect example. This happened years ago, though. Before this, these two restaurants, Wholesale downtown. I actually had a car accident right in the intersection leaving there one time, and then Leonard's over on 6th Avenue South. Both of those businesses, both of them either retired or died. I think Hoses died, turned it over to his kids, out of business in less than a year. Same thing with the other guy, out of business in less than a year. And they had been over him for decades. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just amazing, man. And
all right, here go two comps that are similar. 2000 built. Yeah, we could go with them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look like it needs a lot of work, honestly.
What's that address? Let me put it in the investor base too while he looking it up. Well, what's that address? Torrent 56755.
Yep, Golden Bee Drive.
Yes, 5. Yep. Mm-hmm. Golden Bee Drive.
Golden Bee. I live on Golden Bee.
So you're really looking at around 230, 240, 250 for it to be a deal.
See what these investors are paying in. Man, boy, they don't pull up a whole lot. Let me see.
They're probably paying between 250 and 300 over in that area.
Oh, these guys, yeah, they'll pay this houses. What'd you say?
250 to 300.
Yeah, that's a good number. They'll probably go up a little higher, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think, right? As someone that's putting yourself in the middle of a deal, you're leaving enough room or meat on the bone for an investor. So let's just say you pick it up around 250, you sell it back at 300, 320, you in there. That's why these different markets, especially like the Californias of the world, man, like you can make so much money wholesaling. Don't get me wrong, you can still make money in like a small hunky down town. Wholesaling, yeah. Y'all already know, man. Y'all been watching the show forever, so I don't gotta go into details about it. But just know, man, it's definitely a different beast when it comes to it's just a different trend, right? And it just all depends on where you get the property on a contract for and how can you move it. That's all. So yeah.
And Alexa Foster said the other two are not worried about the calories, only Ty. Yeah, I'm worried about calories, but sometimes you can take a break and get something that you
I it's tough, man. That's my sister. Well, I ain't gonna put up business out there like that. But anyway, it's tough, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. Food is really worse than a drug because it's legal and it's culturally acceptable.
Yeah.
Right? You know what
and
I'm saying?
sugar.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Yeah. It is culturally acceptable for us to eat way. We just gonna just clown. Like you have a cookout. You may have some stuff there that's healthy wise, but most times it's just gonna be food you finna clown.
Yeah. And then the healthy stuff, nobody don't even touch it. That's the crazy part about it.
Now I have tricked my folks a couple of times. And I got somebody that can prepare healthier versions of stuff.
Right.
And they normally eat it, though. They normally, like I had bought them, what was it? What was it? Cauli rice. I think what she did was she cooked it with like shrimp. They knew it was different, but it still tasted good. Right. And so it was basically like shrimp. Well, it was a shrimp and rice, but with cauli rice, right?
Cauliflower rice. Is that
cauliflower rice, cauliflower rice, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then she did a dressing, like I said, she's just gonna do a healthier version of, just eating all that doggone bread ain't gonna be good. I don't care what you do. No. But it can be a healthier version of it. Because normally she's gonna use all organic, whatever that means, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so you could, it could be flavored. And some of the stuff you just don't get, like eating turkey bacon. Some people just can't get over the different taste of it, But I've been eating like that, I don't even know the difference. Like, I know the difference, but it ain't. I put it like this: your expectations have to be set, right? Like if you think a turkey burger gonna taste just like a hamburger, the expectations got to be set. Yeah, it ain't gonna taste. Now it can taste still good, but the expectations got to be set on the difference. And so,
but I feel like once you start eating healthier, your body will start to crave for healthy choices.
My body don't work like that. Okay. I can eat the stuff, and I can do all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like all the healthy stuff, and I'll make myself do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll just make it. Like so. But still, it ain't nothing like.
You ever had a black bean burger?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have. I've never.
My wife been making that lately.
I've done those. Yeah.
What about vegan mac and cheese?
Everything, all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All that. Yeah.
So you just force yourself to eat healthier, even though.
Because you know what I'm saying, like But I look at it also now. Y'all see how I'm fat as hell here sitting right now. But
come on, man.
I've done better. Let me say that. So,
Oh,
but my point is, I also do it. It's like a discipline thing because I need as much as that in my life. Period. So discipline can help you in other areas. Like I was talking about my man before that said he had watched all those videos in a week. That's training you to put the work in.
yeah.
By educating yourself and putting the work in, educating yourself, you're already training yourself to have the same work ethic once you actually start doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so but you know, the people.
Yeah, but I don't want him to sit there and just watch.
There's always more than one way to do stuff.
But I don't want him to sit there and just watch videos all day.
No. He ain't doing that. He ready to take action. That's why he called me. He ready to take action. He just needed some reassurance or whatever. So
he definitely gave it. You know,
after I gave him that coaching ticket, then I had to give him something else to go with because he couldn't afford that right now. So, but you know, but someone like that, I'm just gonna automatically want to work with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know
and that's real. Because you know he's gonna put in the work and he just need guidance. That's all it is.
Yeah. Anyway, we jammed the cuss questions up again. We ain't got off. Hey, let's go.
Let me go to Instagram. Somebody was talking about their wholesaling in Nebraska, but Keisha Fortunate asked for clarity. What app provides addresses to land that I found through Driving for Dollars? It's in a prime location.
I'm just now. PropStream is good, Driving for Dollars, but the best app to me for and I think LandGlide is still free, but the best app for me is Land ID, especially when you talk about land. You're Driving for Dollars, looking for land. I don't recommend that unless you're looking for infill lots. Infill lots, you got two houses, a vacant lot in between. That's an infill lot. Okay, you can do that, but just driving for large parcels of land, you don't know where the boundaries start or stop. So it's almost like you're totally wasting your time unless you have a tool to do that, and you still sort of waste your time. It's better to look for stuff like that online. But I recently put a video up to help you with that, as far as with the land portal. But the app, just an actual app, you know, Land ID is really good at finding properties. That's what, you know, it's like I use it a lot, you know, to identify properties, see how large the parcel is. Whereas before, when just looking at houses, I didn't really care how big the lots were. Now that's important to look at that because it may be a value add opportunity there. So,
yeah. And I agree, Charles. I've been trying to get Ty to do a conference for a long time, you know, but
I don't even know.
A conference.
You know, like a live
thing
where people come and join us live. I know we're live now, but I mean in person. That's what I'll say that.
Oh,
live in person. All right, this one, Edward Thames Jr. Can you comp this property?
Man, Edward, you're good, bro. Give him the 90. That 30K is gonna be solid. You could put it back out at 100. I already looked it up. You straight on that?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I already looked it up. That's a deal all day. Give me a call, man. Let's work that
together.
Show
us the number. We want to see you do the thing, man. Come on now. Put it on the screen, like so we can see the number.
All right, I'll put it on the
screen. Let me get it too.
Especially if it's a deal, you know.
Well, what's the address again?
It is.
If you're doing it, I'm just looking at what's the name.
1595 Floridon is what it looks like. Floridon Drive, Florissant. FLORDAWN. 1595.
Spell that again.
FLOR.
Oh, I see it. I see it here, darling.
So 1895.
So this outside of St. Louis or what?
So 1895 is pending right now, but it probably closed like around 220, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Oh, this a deal.
So and 90,000, man. Understand if you're correct on what the repairs is.
Oh, let me put you on the screen. My fault. I got you. Go ahead.
You could run that up all day, man.
Yeah.
That 90 is a sweet spot. So I wouldn't fight with that seller. I would just give them what they want and turn around and get it out there for like 100, 110, make you a quick 10, 20,000, man. Easy.
Yeah, that's a ton of buyers in here. Let me share mine right quick.
Oh yeah. Because the buying activity is so crazy because of the area.
Yeah, man.
It's a nice brick property, 3-2. Oh man, oh yeah, Edward, that's a nice little deal, man.
Look at all that beauty right there.
Yeah, that's a nice little deal.
Oh,
I got a buyer, Edward. Holla at me, man. I got buyers.
yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Mm.
oh yeah. You need to.
Yeah,
You need to
and I've heard that Charles about water is not good for you. I mean, let me
Water.
show you.
You say what?
Water ain't good for you.
It's killing us.
Who said? You mean like what? Like what do you mean by that?
Like bottled water.
Well, yeah, that's the plastic. That's the plastic. That's the plastic. But we know water is good for us because any of the substances that you're talking about are made of water. You know, at some level. But it's the plastic. It's the containers that they're in. You know, so and I drink about a bottle of water. I probably got 2-3 credit cards in me.
I'm not lying, but I'm just saying. But the toxins, I think you're talking about the toxins.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you ever found? Because they say glass water that's bottled in glass is better.
It's hard. It's not a. They have glass water, but you can't get it like you can with bottled water. Well, let me put it like that. I don't know where you can get it like that. You can buy just like large bottles of water. It's probably just best to. You still got to hold it in something though. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it could be glass. I don't know. Do the glass particles eventually come off the glass? I don't know. That's what
I think what he's suggesting is to get your water from fruit.
From what?
Fruit. From fruit.
That ain't gonna be enough. That's not enough. And then fruit, and for a lot of fruit is mostly sugar too. Now, it's quote unquote a better sugar, but it's still
natural.
Sugar. You know what I'm saying? So the amount of sugar you need to consume versus the amount of water you need.
Look, this is what Charles said.
Yeah. So
he said, yes, it will be enough.
Well, yeah, you could live off of it, but like somebody that's doing some working out, that ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah, it is $1 trillion industry. Wow.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be. If you're working out, the amount of sweat and the hydration that you're losing from working out, fruit ain't gonna be enough. That's just not to feed your muscles.
Well, we talking about.
I've heard the argument before. There's a guy, Yachty, that suggested that before on YouTube. I guess it's up for argument. I mean, you know, some people research very deeply stuff like this. So,
and then a lot of
Todd, put my information up so Edward could call me, man, so we could get that.
Drinking that tea.
We talking about some ignorant mess.
Edward, I got a buyer for that deal, man. I'll let your boy, man. Come on.
Some bread.
When last time you had the crackling bread?
Long
time.
I've never had it.
I've never heard of it.
Good. It's good.
My wife from Memphis, so I'm gonna see if she could make some.
Now she probably has heard of hot water cornbread because I think that's a Memphis thing, actually.
I've heard the term in other places too.
Yeah. Hot water cornbread, yeah. But it don't have the bacon in it. Yeah, or pork, whatever it is. So is that the only thing that you eat? Well, I know you eat more thing than the beef. What's it called? Beef?
Oh, beef patty.
Okay. But I mean, that's just your favorite. Is that what it is?
That's one of my favorites. There's jerk chicken, there's curry chicken, there's oxtail, there's escovitch fish. Man,
which is a cow, right?
What?
Oxtail.
No, it's ox.
No, it's a cow. No, it's a cow.
Okay, all right.
There's no such thing as a ox.
There's no such thing. Yes, there is.
There's no such thing as an ox.
What?
Oh, let's
real life.
We ain't got to argue about it. Hey, what's the difference in an ox and a cow?
No, he said ox doesn't exist. That's what he said.
What's the difference in an ox and a cow? Hold on.
When last time you saw an ox?
But y'all talking.
Chevy.
What's the difference in an ox and a cow? I'm not asking y'all. I'm asking chat.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
The main difference between an ox and a cow is how they are used. An ox is typically a male cattle, usually castrated, that has been trained for work, like pulling carts or plowing fields. A cow, on the other hand, is a female cattle primarily raised for milk or reproduction. So the difference really comes down to their role and purpose.
My man said that ox doesn't exist.
No. It's a term used to explain a cow. That's what it is. That's what he meant. I think that
It's a cow.
Yeah. Just a term to explain what a cow, another form of, it's a male cow. Like you said, it's used for work.
Yeah.
It's like a buffalo.
That's different than the cow.
Okay.
That's different. I think they may be in the same family or species, but that's different.
All right.
Have you ever had oxtail? Ty? You like oxtail?
I've never had it before.
I've had it. My wife loves it, but I just didn't care for it. I guess that's why I was trying to figure out what it was, and that's when I looked it up.
I've never had it before. I asked my mom why we ain't there. She I think she eat it now. She said it was too expensive.
Yep, oxtail is expensive.
We were greedy. It was meat for 4 kids and her. So she'll cook, like, I'm just gonna use this as an example. And I ain't had a pork chop in years, but that sounds so good.
Me either. I haven't had it.
We're talking about real estate and we're talking about food, man.
Next question. I ain't even gonna finish the story. Next question.
What's going on here, man? Come on.
Next question. What's the next question?
You got all the
You
questions.
ain't eat that food no more, Ty. You're like, oh, pork chop. Oh, years.
Look, I haven't had a pork chop in years, though.
I think the last time I had a pork chop was like a few months ago, man.
Okay.
I eat Waffle House pork chop.
They have pork chops?
Yes. What's the next question?
Yeah, I'm people leave, they dropping out like flies.
Charles, they're coming and going. Charles is asking, when hiring a VA from foreign countries, what do you look for? There's so many of them. I don't know if you mean so many countries or so many want to work. I don't know.
So many VAs, I'm guessing. Charles, before you hire an VA, man, learn how to do this thing on your own, bro. So this way you can facilitate and know what to expect from a VA. So that's my advice. Before you go spending money on VAs, make sure you understand the game yourself first. But typically you got VAs from Egypt, you got VAs from Philippines. It depends on the going rate, it depends on the experience. All of these different things matter. So you got to know how to vet someone and what to expect. If you never made no cold call yourself, it's gonna be difficult. If you ain't never negotiated with a seller before, so know what you're doing, man. Don't just go throwing money out, seeing what sticks. Just know what you're doing. Educate yourself. Put yourself in the driver's seat. Put in that work. So you're better equipped to go out here and do it. Then you can hire somebody.
I don't know what this guy. He said he going to Waffle House time. I don't know what that means. Well, they cold call pretty much $6 an hour. That's not the issue. I made cold calls, and this was just a question.
No. What I'm saying is, you can hire a VA from. There's different VAs for everything, right? You could go on Fiverr and find a VA right now. So there's different VAs for everything. You just gotta understand that you're pretty much paying what you're paying for is what you're gonna get.
Now, I can recommend who I've used over the last couple of years or whatever, if that's what you're interested in. I know they know what they're doing, but assuming you didn't know me or whatever, but yeah, you sort of, if he's already done some cold calling or whatever, then you know your process. Most of them have done a significant amount of cold calling,
Yeah, a lot.
Go or whatever. So now it's just getting them in your process or whatever. So And some of them you just have to go and work with. You know, there's going to be some trial and error, which means going to be some money spent that may not produce results. But you want to have your system that works for you or whatever. So you can just email me if you want a referral on that. You know, I can get you over to my guy that work with you.
So do you normally go in, like you said, they're normally trained the way they're trained to talk to sellers, but tell them your way?
Well, if you provide them a script or combo guide, they'll follow within it. But at the end of the day, they're going to be having a conversation. So you may just have a different way of how far you want them to go with it. Or they're going to be making an offer, or they just going to be collecting information, or what, you know. So now it's just going to depend on how deep you want to go. So again, most of them have made hundreds of thousands of calls or whatever. So they know how to talk to people, and they're going to be thick-skinned. So they ain't going to get, you know, they ain't going to be thick-skinned when dealing with people. So again, it's just going to be more about your process. You know, how far you want them to take the lead, or you just want them to create a warm lead for you and you follow up to close it out or whatever.
How do you talk to, because I think this is an interesting question. Because people, this buy box word, when the realtor asks you, hey, it sounds like they're just trying to make sure you're serious.
I mean, a buy box is simply just, hey, you buy 3 2s, 1,200 plus square feet, brick, frame, whatever. That's just a buy box. You spend it. Your budget is all in 200, 250. That's purchase plus rehab. So you just have to be able to give an example as far as what you're looking for when it comes to a property. They're pretty much asking what's your budget and what's your criteria. That's a buy box.
What are your credentials? You know,
Credentials is your contact information.
Now, for everybody that I'm trying to sit here and think, I want to give them a process based on the title. I know what we said, how to use a realtor's greed to wholesale your first or next deal. But y'all, it makes it tough because people don't know what to offer. That's why I didn't really want to go home with it.
Absolutely.
They don't know what to offer on it now. And then a tool like Investor Base it's expensive or whatever. You know, that's what people starting out, but it'll tell you what buyers are paying. So now, if buyers are like that one that the guy had 90, buyers are paying 110 to 120, 130.
Oh yeah,
that's easy now. So that 90 works. You know what I'm saying?
90 works all day. Edward, I got a buyer, man.
Yeah. So
I got a buyer for that, Edward.
So if you got if you let me put it like this, if you have that, I'm ready. If you have, I ain't trying to get you to sign up for Investor Base or nothing. Even though my affiliate code is Boss, text 205-964-5243.
Okay.
But if you have that, I'll show you how to do it with realtors, how to target listed properties or whatever and simplify it for you. So, you know, that is what it is. Because I can't just work with everybody on that. That'd be too much or whatever. I'm trying to think through it to be able to do that, but don't have the manpower to do it that way. Because we can have people out there making a ton of offers and bringing stuff in, but it would have to be organized. They have to do a lot on the front end to make sure we're not doing everything. The only thing you out there just identifying properties. We can do that ourselves.
Right.
We need you to be able to. It's a deal when you come to us, right? You know, so and then we can help you fill in the holes on the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? So.
From the transaction to bringing the buyers to facilitating the closing, getting things to the finish line for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So because now you know what buyers are paying. So I'll show you. So like I said, people that hung around, you all are fortunate.
Put this address in that Charles just put in I guess it's Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, we can do Pensacola for sure.
1704 North South Street.
North South Street in Pensacola. All right, so we'll do this really quick. We'll
JV on it, man. That's all at me. You got my number.
What's the address again?
Yeah, it is 1704 North Street. I'm sorry, North South Street in Pensacola. 1704 North South Street. The South is just S. I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay.
That's cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's going down. Meet me. It's going. Okay, so let's do this. Well, let's do it this way. Let's see what they got here in the box here. Okay, boom. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. So on the flips, look like this 35 is the outlier, huh?
35K?
Yeah, look like the 35 is the outlier. Everything else they're paying 55 and above. So if you can get this property, looks like just on this alone, just a quick view on it. It's not listed, is it? It's active. It's listed. Let's see.
He says a FISBO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's listed. Yeah, so they priced above way, you know what I'm saying? Um, Not bad shape. They're trying to get retail for this, my man. But offers are free. So are no's, but offers are free. So ideally, we're trying to be below this number right here.
Yeah.
So 50 or below.
50. You can get it for that, Charles.
I'm not sure why you targeted that one, Charles, but there you go. All right, so yeah, what else we got? But why did I pull that up? Oh yeah, on my bad.
You was showing investor base.
Yeah, so if you're going in here and we see that buyers are paying this, then that's what your offer needs to be below this to make money.
Yeah.
Right? So now that takes the thought out of it. So when so Charles had this listed property, look how far we're off on it. You still can make the offer or whatever, the agent gonna laugh, but whatever, good.
Somebody's gonna accept it. It's just a numbers game at the end of the day.
But he's way.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, this is what we're showing here. Let me back up. This is what it's showing buyers are paying, right? And these properties are relatively close. 0.12, 0.70, that's a little distance, but 0.36, 0.22, those are close, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's in la land.
Way over.
So again, if you're gonna make offers on that, so now hey, do I waste even time making an offer on this? Now, if they were asking 90,000, then okay, yeah, we'll hit them with the 50 on this, right? But asking 143, he appears to be asking a significant amount above what properties are selling for. So let's do this real quick. Let's look at it from the Zillow point of view, and we may be corrected here. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, remember, Flip, you said if you ain't make an offer low, if you don't feel sick making an offer low enough, if you ain't feel sick, you're making an offer low enough. Remember?
Yeah. You ain't embarrassed about your offer.
Right. It ain't low enough.
We can look at that 15, 35, 29. Yeah, he's in la la. I don't know what's wrong with this dude.
Yeah, for that side of Pensacola, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
those are lots. My bad. All right. So he's right in this area right here. Okay, yeah. Now this is what stuff sold for. So in good, yeah, he's asking full price on something that needs renovations. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
You got tons of activity in there. That was just overpriced. But my point is, if you're gonna target listed properties like that, you have a tool like investor base or whatever, you can see what buyers are paying. You make that offer. I'll be happy to show you how to structure this offer. I'll give you a copy of this document right here. You don't have to do this, but let me show it again real quick.
Have you already uploaded that to where they could text the word and get that?
I haven't, because I wasn't sure how we want to go about it, right? Because we want people to be making offers that's going to work, right? And so you don't have to use investor base. Some of you all know how to do that. You have other ways of going about determining if an offer is going to work. You still can go old school and just comp it and then just do the math on it. but nothing is better than you seeing what investors are willing to pay. Nothing's going to be better than that, right? And then you can see the amount of buying activity in a particular area. But this document here is a simple offer, because what you can do is you go in here. If I went in here and just hit anyone with the link, keep it on viewer, don't change it to editor, copy that link, and you just text it over to them. Here's my offer. Because they always like to say, I want something in writing. Here you go, right there. You know what I'm saying? You text it right over to us. So this is one actually field that, well, that's what's the name. But where is it? That's just it. But so it doesn't have an address. Normally I would have put an address right here in this area, similar to this, right? And you just send it over to it. That's your offer in writing. Boom. And I would probably normally do 21 days, 7 days, 21 days to close, 7 days, 7 days inspection or whatever. Make sure they understand how they're going to make their money. But you don't know what the percentage is, but they'll know, right? So you just showing them an example of what they could make, because they're going to be able to keep 100% of the commission. So, assuming the state allows it.
I did miss a question about True People Search. Some properties have 74 numbers to one property. How do you
round this down? You call up
74
to one property?
He's exaggerating. I think it's more like.
He means like they may have like a lot of owners, a lot of people that supposed to be associated with that property.
Right.
So now you can use.
Somebody else asked the same thing, Lisa Snap. So
yeah,
she's seeing the same thing. So
yeah, so Lisa, you can use a tool like regrid.com to see who owns it, and then you can see which one of those people on that list of true people is the person, and then hopefully the number is correct. So.
I think they're literally saying that there's a lot of numbers to contact these.
For one person?
Yeah, for one person.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't used it a lot, but
I've never seen it either. But the moral of the story is call all the numbers till you reach the right person.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. So.
Like,
yeah.
There's no solution, and what I need to figure. Nah, you call the numbers, and if you reach them, you reach them. If you don't, move to the next one. But you never know. Like I remember when we're using Fast People Search, and it won't be that first or the second or that third number, but it'll be the last number that we call, and we actually reach the person that actually owned the property, and we actually have a great conversation with them. So let's think if we stopped at that 2 or 3 numbers. So you just gotta call all the numbers, man.
And on top of that, the other thing is it's free.
Yeah.
So there's something come with free. You know what I'm saying? There's a trade-off for free.
You gotta put that elbow in it.
Yeah.
You gotta put that elbow in it. Yeah, that's a trade-off for sure.
Anthony Bolton is asking, where can I get the link for your contract?
Still show and tell time. All right, and we probably need to do this every show, but you could text the word contract to 205-964-5243. It'll take you to the same place, but go to dealerator.com under agreement forms where it says purchase and sell agreement. Boom. And there it is. You have to fill it out here. There's no printing this page because you're going to have all this stuff. It's going to look real crazy, right? You fill it out. Once you fill it out, it's going to take you over to a download page with it filled out. That's for houses. For land, same thing. Boom. There you go. It's magic. There you go. Now, dealing with a real estate agent, they're not going to use this little
one-page contract.
This contract I got, I was going to say something else, but
I know.
this little contract that I got or whatever. Nah, they're going to want to use their contract in most cases. So, but that's cool. You know, it's cool. We can still make it work.
Edward Thames is saying something I tried with the True People Search was search somebody I know to see if the number was accurate, and then that lets me know how accurate it is.
Dude, that's not.
Call all the numbers, like call.
Just because you call one number and it works don't mean the next number is gonna work, man. It's free. There's something that comes with free.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
What we're trying to say is, you know, it's free, so the expectations Okay, so let's just say you went out driving for dollars. You pulled up 50 houses. You found out you knew the owner's name from one of the other sites or whatever, and then you did a search on the name on True People Search or one of those tools, and we say out of that 50, 25 of them is the right person. It's free. That's a amazing rate of the person. 40% is amazing if it's free. So
It's free.
All you need is one deal.
Yeah.
I remember I was following this other guy, man. He was just like, man, you just one deal away from a breakthrough, and that's real. You're only one deal away, but you got to put in the right effort. That's all it is. So there's free tools, and then there's paid for tools. You just got to put in the work.
So Charles is asking, when dealing with agents, do we allow them to use their own contract and let them have the 6%, but our share is far as a JV?
Oh, no. Well, I sort of answered that about the contract. No, they're not. Maybe I'm assuming people know how that works. They sort of getting a part of your money, but they're not getting a part of your money in a sense. So, yeah, that part of it, you're not JVing with an agent. That's not how this works. You are putting a purchase and sales agreement, an offer. If they accept the offer, you put a purchase and sales agreement on the property as a buyer. Now, what you do after that, you're within your legal right based on the state or whatever. But no, it's not that you're going to share in commission with them and nothing like that. The reason the title of the video, how to use Realtors Greed to wholesale your first or next deal, is that you're giving an agent, if the state allows it, which most of them do, to receive 100% of the commission. So now that conversation with the seller, you increase your chances of it going in your favor and them favorably getting the seller to possibly accept your offer or something close to it. Yeah, that's the intent. That's the intent.
I think this question is about texting sellers and agents. So we probably text agents or sellers.
Yeah, you can text agents. I do it all the time. The few times I'll reach out to them, I'll text them. A lot of them probably prefer that.
Yeah, communicate better because they always on the road and busy and everything. So yeah, I mean in 2024, a lot of times people communicate more effectively through texting and calling. Anyways, I'm still old school. I still like calling, but yeah, texting is good for sure.
Okay, he's clarifying what he was saying. Yep, I definitely understand that. But like when I search my parents' address, their correct phone number pops up. My number pops up as well.
Good.
So it just gives me an idea if the information is correct.
Yeah.
Once again, information might not be correct, but yeah, for sure. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
There's one other deal that's on Instagram I didn't want to ignore. Was this KGN? This property, 32 Ocala in Fredericksburg. I think that's VA or
yeah, that's Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah. So we got one for the road.
One for the road.
All right, let's see what's up. That's my girl Kelly out there in Virginia.
So what's the address, Tori?
Okay, it is 32 Ocala in Fredericksburg, Virginia. 32 Ocala.
I live in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Fredericksburg.
Am I sharing? I'm sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are sharing, sir.
You are sharing.
Just making sure.
Oh, there's some good numbers here, boy. Ooh.
Oh yeah, they always buying. She said it's a hot market. She said they turn up out there. They don't play.
Interesting.
So Charles is asking, is it a personal agreement with the agent?
No, you're a buyer. You're buying. It's not a personal. You're not partnering with them. You just they are trying to sell a property. You're going to make an offer on the property. If the offer is accepted, you are going to go into a purchase and sales agreement, which is the first process of getting a real estate transaction in motion. once you have that property on the contract, you have something of value if it's a deal that a buyer would gladly pay you to move out of the way through an assignment or a double close.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of activity over there, Cal.
What's the asking price?
Oh, they didn't say. Okay, yeah, she didn't say. She didn't say. She said, "Can you check?" And it gives the address. Let me ask her.
So it's a smaller property, so it's really going to be around the 350 range.
350.
But yeah, ideally, if you could pick this up probably around like in the 200s, it would be a solid deal for sure. Because the property don't really need much work.
Well, since you say that, I'll give you the results on my end.
Sure.
Buyers are averaging about 220.
See, there we go.
There we go. In the business.
So you're in the mix.
In that zone.
Yeah, get it under 200. There's money.
Money, money, money.
Money.
Let's see. Yeah, Charles is really interested in this topic today. He said, if it's just that I have properties that I'm willing to give them and ask agents if they have the buyers, and we can 50-50. Oh, you told me the other way.
He's confused on it.
Yeah, Charles. So ideally, what it is, if you're saying you have property, you want to get the property on the contract. Get the property on the contract. Have an agent bring a buyer.
I think we're missing a part. It needs to be a deal.
Yeah.
You got to make an offer. You have to make an offer. It needs to be a deal. So let's just pull up a property. So what was that last property we had? What was the address?
Yeah, Ocala. That is a 32 Ocala in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
It wasn't for sale.
32 Ocala.
Let me find something that's for sale over there.
Okay.
Let's do that. But Charles, he's not getting it. All right. So it really doesn't matter. I'll just pull this one up. Okay. So Charles, this property here, which this is a bad example because this house is ready to go.
Want to put it on the screen?
Oh, my bad. All right. I thought I was sharing.
Is Chevy still sharing?
No, he wasn't. It was me. All right. So let's do this. Let me find something. Y'all see it now, right?
Yes.
Let me find. Let's go to Huntsville. Somewhere I might be a little familiar with. All right. So let's look for something for sale. All right. So let me reset the filters. Boom, boom, boom. So we're in this Huntsville market. Let me find the lower end of it, sort of. Where's some of the lower price stuff at? Okay. Let's do this. Let me do it this way. All right. So let's sort from low to high. Okay. So and then we want to do houses only. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this property right here. Okay, so this property, it's livable. Looks like they may have did a little something. I'm trying to find something that may need some work or whatever. Okay, so this one right here. Okay, definitely livable. All right, just from this small number of photos, agent not that good, right? Okay, and it's been listed 81 days. Okay, they just did a price drop back in September, a week ago, for what is that, 9,500? Looks like. Okay, so this would probably be something you would target, but you need to know what to offer, though, right? And so that's where the magic happens. Now I can put it in investor base, but I'm gonna show you how to do it without doing that. But let's just see what happens here. Okay, let me hit this. And so what was the views on that? Let me see. Where was it? What's this? 170. Okay. All right. So how many square feet is this thing? It's 1,200. Okay. So I'm gonna take out this 205 and this 150. That's not enough of them though. I really need to be closer to it. This one here is probably not that far off. Actually, this would be a perfect example, right? I would probably on this property right here, just going back and looking at this, looks like buyers are willing to pay. Let me take the 200 out. Probably average around 125. Looks like your buying fixer will always pay a little more, right? And the flip them, take that 150 out on that one. So I would probably on this property 110. It ain't far off. Probably if you can get this property around 80, probably can easily move it back at maybe 90, 95 or something like that. So this will be a property we'll make an offer on like that. But let's just look at it from a standpoint. Let's build a case on it through Zomps. Okay, so let me add it. Yeah, boom, boom. So let's add it here as the target. And let me take off the map. And we're going to zoom in here. I'm gonna change this over to sold. Tons of activity in there. And let's do the last 12 months. See how that looks. Okay, so I reduced it a little bit. So let's draw this area in here. Look, Kingdom. Boom. Let's get in here, see what we got. Boop, 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 boop. Do, do. Do, my. Do, 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 do. The world keeps turning.
What a day! What a day!
All right, no. Oh no, they'll knock us off if somebody's trying to sing a copyrighted song.
I only sung the hook.
Original now. Now that you're saying it, that's original now.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna remove this 40. That's 70. How does that look though? Okay, there's nothing there. I'm gonna remove these 75s down here, and we're really back to where I started. And now, if we're just comping the property, this is a good comp right here for it, right? We got one in here. This $77 a square, 177. That throws it off. So the ARV is around 153. So if we just did our math on it like we normally would do, that's about right. This house is livable, so around 30 or so. Then you're trying to make 10. This thing's below 70, right? Now I'm showing buyers are paying more than that, right? So there you go. It ain't far off. In reality, it's not far off. Where is it again? But to be on the safe side, if you can get it closer down to 70 grand, it's definitely a deal. But I say probably 80, it still would be a deal. But if you get it down to 70, then boom, You know, so what we would do is now, Charles, we would make an offer on this property. You would go here, like this form I have here. We fill this out, put in the 70,000 right here, right? I guess I can put it in here. 70,000. We'll probably end up making an offer on this for real. I would add the address. Where is it? Boom. Let me just go in here and sort of add it naturally. Where is it? We add it here. Boom. And so 6% of that number is what, 4,200? If my math is correct, guys. $4,200. Close of escrow today is the what, 2nd? So we would say probably October 23rd. We'll probably say 24th. You know, give a couple of days for them to mold it over. 24th. 7-day due diligence. Go in there, grab my link, change this from restricted to anyone with the link. Copy the link, text it or email it to myself and send it over to them in a text. And boom, make the offer. That's simple. I would probably name it up here same as this though, you know, but that's it. Boom. And make the offer. So the most important thing in this is right here. Well, they gonna, I said 42,000. Well, they gonna get their 4,200. That's it. What do y'all guys think about that?
That's dope. You make it too easy, man.
All right,
Simple. You make it too simple. Too simple not to be successful in this game, man. Just about taking action.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it. We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, we finna roll out. We out of here. We out of here. We ain't got to say nothing else. So y'all know how to reach us. I told you what we need, what we want. Hey, and so we'll see you guys on Friday. And we're
SIPSIDE, right?
That's it. That's it.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash.